35 minutes past the hour. The Rick and Bubba Show, 866-WE-BE-BIG, the number. Website, rickandbubba.com. Welcome back for his weekly visit. Dr. Lou Holtz here on the Rick and Bubba program. So good to have you back on, Coach.
Guys, this song just makes me so happy.
Bumping his fist. Well, you like that? But Coach.
Rick and Bubba, it's good. What a great way to start my Friday morning. That's exactly what I like to talk about. Just being here, 260 man life again. It gets better with time.
Well,
just like wine.
Coach, what's on your mind this week? Boy, I tell you, it's just getting more interesting every week we turn around.
I tell you what, it's been a pretty tough week for me, guys. I know you were on vacation earlier this week, so I decided to take my own little break.
Oh, really? You took a little time off?
Absolutely. I went on the interweb to see what was being said about my segments on the Rick Bubba Show.
The interweb?
I went on Facebook and my face to see what people were saying. And to say the least, I was crushed to discover that there are 3 people that don't like this segment to turn the station when it comes on.
Oh, really?
You guys know who you are, Tracy, George, and Roger. And if you were here right now, I'd tell you I love you. But because I love you, I'd lay you over my knee, belly down. I'd remove my belt and I'd spank your honey's good. And I'd tell you that life doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around me. Because I'm Lou Holtz, University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish State football coach, current ESPN college football commentator. So deal with this amazing segment and consider it an honor to be listening to me speak. Because when I speak, people listen. Problems are solved. And if you'll listen to your daddy, you'll learn what it means to have respect. 1, it means religion. 2, means family, where people care about you. Not just because you win or because things go well, but they genuinely care. It's a set of standards, a commitment. Nobody gives anything in this world. People can give you money, they can give you wealth.
Did you make this up?
That's right, they can give you fame. One thing nobody in this world can give you is respect.
Respect.
That's right, respect. But one thing's for sure. You're going to give me respect. Not just because I have... Hold on, guys. Hold on, I apologize. I thought I turned my cell phone off, but I need to answer this. It's very important.
Okay.
This is Lou. Hey, Brett.
Oh,
Brett. Absolutely. I can meet you at the hotel, Holiday Inn or the Hilton. Howard Johnson? Okay. You aren't going to put me in a garbage can, are you? Okay, I was just making sure.
Brett Favre's calling him?
Absolutely. So 7:30 after practice in the Howard Johnson room 207. Can't wait. I apologize, guys. Brett and I sometimes meet up in the Howard Johnson to talk football. Occasionally he'll want some advice from one of his peers.
From what?
One of his peers.
Okay.
get you a pop off that.
Yeah. That's right. I need to add a little water there.
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry to have to start off today's segment on such a sour note, getting on to those people.
Yeah, I mean, you seem kind of angry about it.
But it's like I always say, if you don't do something about the pile of manures in the middle of the room, it'll start stinking more and more until one day it's so bad the smell can't ever be removed. Unless you call a professional carpet cleaning company, but we all know that that's not something that we want to pay for. So it's best to remove the pile before it stinks up the entire room. Let's move on.
Well said.
Rick and Bubba, it's been another eventful week in college football, and much of that has to do with the monumental upset this past week in the SEC. The streak has come to an end. Hard to believe it finally happened, but the Vanderbilt Conquistadors stunned the college football nation this past weekend by beating the Eastern Michigan Eagles. It ends Vandy's one-game losing streak, which dates all the way back to last weekend when they lost to the Connecticut Cornhuskers. It's hard to believe that before this past weekend, the Conquistadors had not beaten an opponent since way back on September 18, 2010. When they upset the old Mississippi State Rebel Black Grizzly Brown Bears. Then there was another huge game down in the swamp that came down to the wire, involving the LSU Bingo Tigers and the Florida Gators. Leslie Miles, once again, pulled out a win out of his magic hiney, proving that not even awful fake field goal attempts that involve pitches that roll to the kicker and are technically forward laterals can stop the Tigers from winning.
Right, nothing.
Les Miles is officially the luckiest coach in America. In fact, I found out something interesting this past week about Les Miles that I thought you guys might want
All
to
right,
know.
well, what's that, Lou? Doc?
Whatever you want to call me, Rick. Turns out that the BP oil spill was not fixed using the method that was originally reported.
Oh, really?
Turns out that Les Miles simply dropped one stick of his already chewed juicy fruit bubblegum down into the Gulf, plugging the hole in one attempt.
Wow.
Which is why Lou's Leprechaun was a unanimous vote this week for Leslie.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, a little
yeah.
luck of the Irish
Real
for old
lucky.
Coach Miles.
Very lucky.
That's exactly right. And how can I forget to address the biggest game of this past weekend? The University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Oh, wow.
All I have to say is 5 words. Mark May, who's it, Daddy? Irish 23, Panthers 17.
Incredible game.
Now I want to talk about something ironic that happened this past week. Postal Service had been having some issues recently in my neighborhood, and I received a letter that was addressed simply to Lou, the greatest coach in America.
Right.
So I did what any national champion coach would do, and I opened the letter. It turns out it wasn't intended for this Lou. And I'll just read what it says after I get me a pop of water here.
Letter to Lou, but not you.
All right, so it was not you.
Dear Nicholas Lou, it was great hosting your team last week at Williams-Brice Stadium. Little did I know that Walmart was such a popular tailgate destination among your fans.
Wow.
And honestly, I've never seen so many tattoos of a dead coach in my life. But even crazier, I saw a fan with a life-size tattoo of you on his right forearm. I didn't believe it was actual size, but sure enough, he pulled out a ruler and it was right at 14 and a half inches. I'll give you this, though. You appear at least a foot taller than that on TV.
Yes.
Honestly, though, it was great seeing you, Nikki. It's been a while since I'd seen you. You look great. I guess that's what a national championship will do for you. Tell Terry and the kids hello. Didn't get to visit with them because you jetted out so quickly after the game, which I really didn't understand. Is everything okay with us? I really hope that this doesn't have to do with your Napoleon complex around other coaches. Listen, we know you don't smile and that you refuse to enjoy any moment of your life, and we respect that. So there's no need to get feisty with me, and honestly, you should learn from your 7 brothers how to make the most of life despite your shortcomings. No pun intended. They all say hello, by the way. Sneezy, Sleepy, and Dopey are all beside me as we speak. Anyways,
You're just really struggling with the water today.
struggling with this list today.
Yeah, that's all right.
Anyways, please don't be mad at me because we sacked Gregory 8 times and beat him for the first time since he lost paper, rock, scissors in kindergarten. You got to pardon my Gamecock defense. They forgot that he hadn't lost since he was 4. Unfortunately, my players don't listen to Vern and Gary on Saturday afternoons, so they haven't heard any of the 318 times that they have mentioned it over the past 3 weeks. And since I don't have their addresses, can you pass this apology on to Mr. Fast and Mr. Furious? Tell them that it was
What in the world?
Tell them that it was not our intention to hold them to under 70 yards of rushing. We misread all the reports saying that you guys haven't ever allowed a rusher to get over 100 yards. So we thought that meant that we were supposed to hold you guys to under 100 yards. It was a total misunderstanding. We should have read more closely into the hype surrounding the greatest team in the country, who some have claimed can hang with an NFL team. Problem is, half our guys can't read. It's like I always say, though. You don't have to be able to read a sign that says toilet to be able to know how to use it. But seriously.
This is a letter?
This is a letter.
What's a long one?
You'll find out who it's from at the end. But seriously, you deserve better, Nikki. Oh, hold on for 1 second. Alshon is trying to tell me something. What's that, Alshon? Okay, Alshon Jeffers wants me to tell you that he's sorry as well for making your entire team look stupid, and he wants to thank your defensive backs for propelling him to the top of the Heisman watch list as a freshman. Hold on. This is starting to get annoying. What's that, Marcus? Okay. I will tell him. Marcus Lattimore says ditto on what Alshon just said. To tell you the truth, Nikki, I'm really not sure. I'm really not that sorry about whipping that tail so good and making you like it. And you can admit it. You liked it. You wanted some more of it because, frankly, it probably tickled a little bit. Oh, and how can I forget before I go? My visor just asked that I relay a thank you to your boys. It was the first time in years that he had never even feared hitting the ground. Sincerely, your daddy, Stevie Spurrier.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world? They're Bama fans right here.
Hey, you can't get mad at the messenger. I'm just reading his letter.
Just a letter you open, right?
I know you guys may not have followed me there, but that was a letter to Nicholas Lou Saban, a.k.a. Little Nicky.
Bama fans can email Lou at helmsy@rickandbubba.com.
That's exactly right.
We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.